Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rome 2 for another siege battle. This one is a 4v4 on Carthage, and, well, I haven't watched it yet, so I am going to be in just as much suspense as you will be. This one was sent in by Eric. I've played at least one match with Eric before, where we got lucky, or rather the defenders on the map that we played ever so long ago, made a fatal error in defending the wrong victory point. Well, rather, it wasn't victory point. And we snuck in a win by boxing in the defenders into the inner keep and just waiting out the time. So, there's one thing to learn from that. Always remember where the victory point location is. And if you want to check out that video, it's actually the first one that I ever recorded. Granted, the audio quality isn't the best in the world, but, you know, it's a good watch regardless. So, let's start off with the defenders here. We have Andre123 playing as Athens, Eric playing as Macedon, the JFK experience playing as Pergamon, and Who's Mr. Bubbles as Massilia. On the attacker side, we have the handicapped man as Arvachi, Katusa55 as Epirus, Yala Lynx as Epirus, so we're not, I'm not going to be able to tell who is who. And then we have McQuavely? I don't know. As Egypt. If you're watching this, I apologize for butchering her name. Now, Arvachi gets Vanguard troops, and I guess they decided not to try and hide any of them, because, geez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guerrilla warriors right in the back. It looks like Eric was wise on his games, brought some shield bearers over here, backed up by Thurio spears, and then mercenary Cretan archers. So, actually probably could have gotten away with the slingers up here, and they would have done just as well since the guerrilla warriors don't have the best armor in the world. Let's see, the rest of Arvachi's troops looks like it's probably over here. It looks like they have one of the big old onagers. And let's get into some of the other attackers. Looks like Epirus over here has brought a Greek onager with him. 1, 2, 3, 4 archer units, which is strange, because I'm pretty sure they get mercenary Cretans, but maybe it was an attempt to save some money for some more hard-hitting units. It looks like he went straight Royal Peltas over here. Oh, nope, never mind, I lied. So we have 2 Illyrian levies, it looks like, and then 2 mercenary Italian swords. Interestingly enough, the Illyrian levies are silver chevron, single silver chevron. Holy crap! Sally sells, she sells by the seashore. All right. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Royal Peltasts, and I'm assuming that is Jen and whatever other units he has are probably hidden in this brush over here. Getting into Egypt's army, we have 2 Thurio spears, it looks like. His Jen is in, Royal Thorax Swordsman is in this. By the way, I've heard other Total War YouTubers say it too, and it's a very valid point. The siege galleys, don't put your units in here, especially if they have wall artillery, because one good shot that can get into this little gap here and all your guys are gone. If you really want to hide your guys in a siege galley, I would suggest setting it sideways and then hiding your guys behind it, not in it. Oh, I don't have my paintbrush. I'm actually recording on my laptop at the moment, and after this recording, I'm going to have to go and set it up so I got the paint tools available to me. But that's besides the point. Let's keep going. Let's see, we got some Galatian Royal Guard over here. 3 Cretans, and then Egyptian Javelinmen. Okay, okay, I see you. Looks like 4 units of Royal Peltas, some Egyptian infantry. Yeah, looks like we got, what was that, 5 units of Egyptian infantry, Royal Thorax, and Glacial Royal Guard. This is kind of a no-no. I mean, if, you know, Massilia wants to just turn this onager around, and that is just a nice, beefy target to hit. And then, okay, let's get into the last Empress player, and then we'll get into the defenders, and then we'll start the match. So, Empress over here is brought with us some hoplites. One mercenary Italian swords, maybe probably another one. Yep, there's 2. Royal Peltast, another one, another one, another one, another one. Let's see, another, ooh, wow, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Royal Peltas. That's kind of scary. 3 mercenary Italian swords, 1 unit of Illyrian levies, Hellenic Royal Guard, pike, and just pikemen, okay, and then he is also just brought with some archers. So it looks like both Empress players went for cheap archer units in order to bring some more heavy hitters. Let's get into Massilia over here. Let's see. Some Massilian Thorio spears. Okay. Hippeus lancers. Light horse. Hippeus lancers. I think we all know what's about to happen right here. Thorax swords. Massilian hoplite. You know, just Massilian things. Mercenary Gallic hunters. More Massilian hoplites. And some more, yeah. Oh, Peltas too, okay. And then, oh yeah, because they only get 3 of these. And that looks like that's all of his. And then another Thorio spear unit. Macedon has brought with him 2 Thracian warriors. Royal Peltas, handful of Thorax swords. You know, just Macedon things. Hoplites, Thorio spears, and then Rhodian slingers, and then 2 more Cretan archers. And Pergamon has brought with him Galatian swords, just a bunch of Galatian swords actually. And they're all double silver chevron. Interesting. Now, I played a match not too long ago with a guy who brought like an all Galatian sword build for Pergamon. Game of spears, game of pikemen, 2 games of pikemen. Game of. Where's this general? There we go. Let's see. Pick Peltas, and a game of spears. Interesting that they brought Pick Peltas. I mean, their archers aren't the best. Oh, and we have unit of Tarentine Cab over here too. Interesting. Okay. Oh, looks like Macedon has some 2 units of pikes. Okay. And then Athens. Thorax hoplites. Mercenary Cretans. Picked hoplites. Pikemen. 3 Thorax swords. 2 more. Okay. Alright, so personally, and this is not to knock anybody, of course, I would have taken, if I was Macedon and I said, hey, I'll hold back here, I would have taken my 2 pikes and I would have plopped them down right here. You know, instead of, I mean, the shield bearers are good, don't get me wrong, but the pikes would have just been able to deal with these guys. So we're going to start off with this rear attack. No one likes surprise butt sex, and that's why it pays to always be prepared. So let's get it underway. So immediately the Cretans start firing. Look at all those jabs. These guys are just going to get absolutely torn up by these Cretans. They're already up to 41 kills.
Quick! Reload!
And then these Thorio spears are just going to melt these guys too. These shield bearers should do pretty good. Ooh, my god. But they're falling pretty quickly. Yeah, they should have been hoplite wall to begin with. That's okay though. Oh man, already at to 100. Holy shit. Oh, absolutely disgusting. Thorio spears, 76 kills. As soon as they're actually, you know what? Turn down the music just a wee bit, and the effects, and speech, and the master 2. I don't want to be trying to talk over all this. Alright. So, as soon as they're done with their jabs, the first thing I would do is either slip them on by on the other side and throw them up into square formation. Oh yeah, because these guys are losing. They're just getting torn apart. So yeah, maybe, actually, I guess pikes first thing in the back here, not the best idea. At least would have had them back here to run them up and then drop them into pike formation. So what are they? They're down to 64 men. Jeez. These Cretans though are up to, holy shit, 230 kills. Alright, so let's move over here real quick. Where we don't have a Sally out as of yet. Yeah, they're gonna come back here. This is probably the best place for them to go. Is to come back here and assist with this. Now, back over here, we got nice slow advance. Naturally, Aravachi Vanguard deployed all of these towers. I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised that they're not using the tortoises. That's something that I would be going for immediately. Looks like, unfortunately, as soon as Macedon turned his ballista, he got shot to death. That's sad. Unfortunate, but that's what happens when these things get Vanguard deployed. Epirus is making his way up with some hoplites, and the tortoises. But he's gonna, you know, encounter a pretty stiff defense here. Egypt seems to not really be taking his time, but seems like they might just they're gonna let them in a little bit. Epirus still has this one. Oh, and it's firing too. This is the bad thing about setting up siege equipment behind. Did you see that? It's like arcing super high up. But this is the bad thing about setting up your siege equipment behind siege towers, your catapults or whatever behind these. You got to be careful with this. Instead of just clicking forward for them to move forward, you really need to have them move backwards and then over and then forward. So what I would suggest to do is chain command things. So what you want to do is when you select a unit, you hold shift, right click, and then right click, and then that will make them go in the desired direction that you want them to. Epirus over here, looks like they're just kind of taking their time. Potentially could pay off. I mean, if Egypt and Epirus over here put enough pressure and cause Macedon, Macedon, and Pergamon to use up enough of their troops, then Athens over here is going to have to start shifting over some. But with these Egyptian infantry and thorax swords being the first up, I think the defenders are going to have a pretty easy time of defending the walls. Back over here, what do we got? Looks like unit of pikemen are on their way. Shield bearers look like they have gone. Oh man, these Cretans are up to 452 kills. Do they still have any ammo left? No, they're done, but Jesus Christ. So we got the light horse in here, Tarantine Cat from Pergamon, and yeah, this is just going to be completely stuffed. So, you know, Vanguard deploying troops back here, it's high risk, high reward type of deal. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. A little trick that I actually found out recently, in the deployment phase, the area that you can Vanguard deploy your troops, it actually extends to this wall. So you can kind of sneak troops onto the wall here, and then you can sneak them down. And so if the Avachi player had known that, he could have dealt with these Cretans a lot quicker, and they might have had a better time getting back there. Zooming back over here, we got some artillery fire coming in. Looks like they're going after Massilia's. Actually, no, they probably don't know that they're there because they have they're both hidden. So they're probably trying to go after these hoplites, but that's not going to work out very well. What do we got charging in here? Oh no, they're going after the wall. Not a bad idea, actually. Try and split up the defenders because they're already dealing with these hoplites over here, though they're losing pretty quickly thanks to the Royal Peltas firing into the backs of these guys, and the sides too. It's the weapon arms. That's what you want to go for. Yeah, they're going to try and knock down this wall and then put some more pressure, but they really need to be having guys up here to fill, to get them in here. But Massilia needs to now be careful, because if this wall comes down soon, his guys are going to get taken out by the falling debris. Back over here, it looks like Egypt is just kind of filtering around his troops, letting his troops up on the wall fire down their javelins. Not a bad idea. These hoplites should be able to absorb a decent amount, though. They've only lost 10 guys so far. And then he's got the Thorio spears in the back. They could be firing up potentially. But it's probably better that he's actually saving the ammo and waiting for them to get off of the wall, because you don't always get the best angle on there. Alright, looks like Epirus has finally decided to move up. He's actually just shifting his entire army over, which, given that Arvachi kind of hedged his bets on this back here, it may not be the best idea in the world. I mean, if Arvachi, yeah, no kills, and they probably still have ammo, I'd be moving this up to get closer, and then, you know, do some manual fire. Mercenary Italian slords? Mercenary Italian slords are in here. Look at this, pikes. Right up in front. I mean, these archers have to get super, super close in order to... Why are they wasting... This thing's out of ammo, and they're trying to fire it on this. I'm going to have to go ahead and say that maybe this Epirus player is a newer. Well, you know, it is what it is. He thinks he's doing a good thing. Unfortunately, he's just wasting ammo on a unit that doesn't need to be fired upon. So we got these pikes over here. They're just going to absolutely wreck anything that comes in here. At this point, I mean, if you can, start moving them up, because these thorax swords are going to start taking a little bit of a beating against... I mean, granted, they're, you know, it's Illyrian levies and Italian swordsmen, but still, you got all of these units coming in here. This is the time to really plug up this gap. Alright, looks like Macedon's up on the walls, taking care of this Egyptian infantry. They'll be gone soon. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I mean, there's only 24 minutes, 25 seconds left in the match, but the attackers are getting stuffed pretty good. I mean, I can't believe that Hellenic Royal Guard or Cav is already in here, charging into the pikes. It's just, and then getting fired down upon by Galatian swords. I mean, this is just a perfect storm. Alright, now we are getting some good angle shots from the Egyptian Cretan archers, but they're firing fire shots. It's not really going to actually cause too much damage. It's just going to lower morale. I mean, look at this. These Cretans, or mercenary Rhodian slingers, are getting just absolutely great shots in on all the. Epirus over here has been completely stopped in his traps. Traps? Yeah, he's been stopped in his traps. Stopped in his tracks. As far as I'm concerned so far, I mean, what does he have left? He has a bunch of Royal Peltas. Very scary for sure. But if they don't get their jabs off, especially into this pikeman unit, who still has 143 men, then it's going to turn into a giant problem. But again, I mean, they're going to come in here and stop and use their javelins. They're just going to get fired upon by these Galatian swords, who could potentially still have javelins left, and also the Rhodian slingers and the Cretan archers that are over here. Let's see, back over here. How are we doing over here? So, it looks like Egypt's getting some of his Royal Peltas up on the wall. Sicilia's getting a little surrounded here, but it's mercenary Italian swords and Royal Peltas. Alright, the Royal Peltas are definitely a little scary. Probably use some, if not all, of their jabs. But they're just, I mean, jeez. Macedon is doing a great job of missile coverage here. Pergamon's falling back as a game of spears. This unit of thorax swords is definitely is done for, so he's just going to be there to do what he can at this point. This unit of pikemen, got to be careful though. Although these guys are probably out of ammo, to be completely honest. And then yeah, Macedon is just absolutely, as far as the missile coverage goes, like I said, they're doing a fantastic job. So he's starting to move, jockey around some of his troops. It looks like he's going to come out now. This front over here has probably been, yep, is done. Absolutely done. Look at all the dead guys. Jesus Christ. Man, oh man alive. Some Macedonian 30 spears, 160 kills. 452 for the Cretans. Jesus Christ. Did the pikes get in there? Yeah, they got 12 kills. Good for them. So, I mean, at this point... Alright, so yeah. Arvachi's bring up his onager. He's got his slingers up on the towers, which actually is not a bad idea because it's 120 men. So there's nobody trailing behind. Bringing up his 3 noble fighters. His other Balearic slinger unit. If I was Athens at this point, I would start to sally out my troops and set up a big, long defensive line here. And to put pressure. Oh, look at this. Pergamon sallied out with his Tarentine Cav. Got into some of these Royal Peltasts. Pardon me. Yeah, this is not going well for the defenders. I mean, the attackers. The defenders have so many fresh troops. I mean, Pergamon still has so many a game of spears. Thorax swords up here, down only about, what's that? Not 20 men. 19? No, 17 men. Yeah, they just, at this point, I would even say that Macedon doesn't even really need to commit any more of his troops. Royal Pelt is getting absolutely caught here and just fucked from both ways. Popping their rally. And, rally and raise banner. Trying to do what they can, but it's not going to be enough. It really isn't. How are these Rhodian slingers up to 134 kills? These Cretans, 44. These guys, 188. Then back over here. Looks like, did the pikes pull away? Or did they break? It looks like... Yeah, it looks like the pikes might have broken. But, I mean, even still, if they did, it doesn't really matter. It looks like, what, is their general dead? Their general has to be dead. Yeah, general's dead. Let's see, he has these thorax swords up on the wall. Do they have any jabs left? That doesn't look like it. Royal thorax swords been coming in against regular thorax swords. It's not really going to matter, though. Egypt is getting some good side shots in on these Galatian swords. That's going to do some damage. But again, if Massilia wanted to, which I think it would be a smart idea, he could come out this gate over here and rush over here and clean up these guys, these archers here. Mercenary created have only 1 kill. These guys are 136, not bad. Oh, I spoke too soon. That's exactly what he did. Probably sallied out of this gate over here, and it doesn't look like this Egyptian player has any idea that his range units are getting beat up. If I was him, I would get a nice... Ooh, what would I go for? Because let's see, 193 kills on these Pious Lancers. They only lost, what, 20 guys? I would probably go after the Peltists and just cycle charge the shit out of them. Because again, like I said, he has no idea what's going on back here. Let's see, what else? Macedon is just full on fucking sallying out. He's saying, fuck it, I'm gonna get in this fight. He's coming out with his 2 Thorax Swords units. I mean, I'd even come out with the Gallic Hunters and just hide them in here, because they definitely won't have the range to get in on these Royal Peltists. And Athens just hasn't done anything yet. And I'm not lambasting him for it either. Yeah, he hasn't had to. Again, though, I would just start filtering troops out. I mean, well, why not? You know what I mean? You might as well do something. I mean, he's just sitting there having a grand old time, basically. If they don't lift a finger, I will be pleasantly surprised. Pergamon is just doing an absolute fucking... it's just... Oh my god. They're doing such a great job of keeping Epirus from getting in here. He's got his game of spears, tossing their jabs right into this nice little blob. He should bring them over here and set them up over here, because then you're going to be firing... Oh no, actually that's the shield arm. So I'm sorry, he should have them over here and firing into the side, because this is the weapon arm. You'll have a better chance of getting some damage done. Egypt's charging in his Cretans. I guess they're probably out of ammo. 197 kills. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, look at this. Royal Peltis firing into this Thorax Swords unit. They're winning, though, against these Royal Thorax Swordsmen and Egyptian infantry. That's surprising. And then we got more Thorax Swords coming to back them up. Here we go. Pergamon's got more troops. Fresh troops. Ready to go. And they're just going to charge in here and pretty much finish up the rest of, at least this Epirus player. Back over here, the Egyptian Gen is in. Up against these Thorio Spears. 50 kills. Oh, did I just hear another wall come down? Yes, I did. Not a bad move by Arvachi, but look at this. Severely depleted Tarantine Cav come in against these Balearic Slingers. That is a great target to go for. You can just leave them there. They'll probably do pretty well against them, even though there's only, what, 18 guys? Now look at that. There's something that you got to be careful of. So by breaking down that wall, not only did he take out some of these Royal Peltists, it looked like he also managed to take out a good chunk of these Royal Peltists. So I cannot imagine that the Egyptian player, if he noticed that, was any too excited about that. But at this point, Arvachi's got to get his guy in. Don't worry about the Onager unit. Just get him get your general in there. Those noble fighters will do a hell of a job. Looks like they're going to get their Balearic Slingers up on the walls, but, I mean, here we go. Here comes Athens. I mean, all Athens really needs to do is put one unit of hoplites up on the wall, and they'll absolutely take care of these Balearic Slingers. Arvachi's probably going to come over here to knock down these walls. Not a bad move, but I mean, you know, he's just going to get penned in. I mean, that's what I would with this hoplite unit and this hoplite unit. Just bloop, and then bloop, and wait for them to knock the walls down, and then once they get into the settlement, just converge in on them and encircle them completely. Back over here, Massilia, still doing pretty good. They're down some troops. Royal Peltis looks like they got charged into the rear. Or into the side, rather, actually. But they need to... Ooh, Hellenic Royal Guard is in here. They're in pike formation. They are winning. If they can break... Oh, there you go. They're going to be able to wrap around these guys, because there's only 56 of them left. So, yeah, this Hellenic Royal Guard's going to start to lose pretty quickly. Story of Spears starting to break. That's okay, though. Because now they're going up against a fresh unit of thorax swords, and all two of these units are exhausted, and the one's very tired. So the thorax swords are going to have a pretty good time against them. 192 kills for these Cretans. 188 for them. Where are the slingers? 348 kills for the Rhodian slingers. Nice and well done. They still has these Thracian warriors. They can pack a hell of a punch if you can get him in the right spot. Alright, Pergamon's getting his Galatian swords up here to deal with these guys. Those Balearic slingers are going to be gone in no time. Oh, and they're surrounded, penned in on either side, so they are screwed. Firing in on these, a game of spears. Good target to go for, though. These Royal Peltas. Yeah, this Epirus over here is done for sure. 11 minutes, 36 seconds. Guys, if you're enjoying this, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, of course, for more top-tier comment. And don't forget, I do have a Discord up and running. And if you have replays of your own that you would like to see me cover, please feel free to submit them, and I will get to them in a timely manner. Look at this! They got the tower in. They got the tower in. And it's a glitch. And you can do it. I've tried to do it, and it's hard to actually get the tower in. But if you can get the tower in, then you can just like freely move your troops around. It's kind of a cheesy thing, to be honest. But what they need to do is, I mean, if Athens should bring over his Cretan archers and switch them to fire shot, and then just fire shot the shit out of that thing. So Egypt has got his Galatian Royal Guard in here. They don't really have much left. Look at this. His Epeius Lancers going after these Cretans. They only have 7 kills, so that's a good one to go for. Getting some jabs thrown out by the Royal Thorax Swordsman, but doesn't really matter. There's enough of them left here to actually just fully decimate this unit here. Oof. You see that number just drop. And Egypt's not doing anything. He's not charging in anybody over here. Maybe these Egyptian infantry, but they won't do well either. And these guys are gone. Absolutely gone. Celia's Gen is out. Epeius Lancers. He could get some nice rear charges in on these Royal Thorax Swordsmen. That's what I would personally go for, as long as the Egyptian player doesn't notice and turn them around too quickly. Looks like he's charging out his Royal Peltis in an effort to try and save these 2 units, but, I mean, don't cycle them out, just keep them in there. So, back over here. Royal Peltis having a pretty tough time against these Thorax Swords, and they shouldn't, but they are, because they were exhausted because the Thorio Spears put up such a fight. Look at that! Oh, and will it go up the stairs? Well, what is going on here? Look at that! Oh my god! That is too funny. Oh my god. But it's not like they can fire from the siege tower, so it doesn't really matter. Pick Peltas getting in here, and yeah, Jesus Christ, it's fucking absolute insanity. Arvachi's just trying to do whatever the fuck he can at this point to try and, well, just trying to do whatever he can. So this is a good target to go for. You know, as soon as I get in here, this will start neutralizing the tower. I don't know what they're doing, though, because they're just going to get shot at. What is the general doing? Man, I cannot imagine being... I would love to know what the defenders are saying to Arvachi right now. He's probably trying to go for the capture point in an effort, but, I mean, it's... Yeah, they're noble fighters, but look, just, you know, 2 units of pikes and then thorax swords and hoplites and mercenary cretins. He's not going to have a good time. Egypt seems to have made a little bit of headway, but he's getting chased down by Macedon's gen. They're going to take on these Thorio spears. Looks like the Thorio spears were, the auto fire was off, which is good, but they didn't manage to get any of their javelins off. Which is bad for them, good for Macedon's general. But we got some Royal Peltas coming over here. Trying to fire in on the Macedon general. Lost 5 guys so far. But this front over here, Epirus has been completely shut down. Now it's basically just Egypt left, and Arvachi being a crackhead, basically. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're going for. Again, you know, put fire shot on and just start firing it on this to burn the tower down, and that's going to be your best bet to stop them in their tracks. Egypt is going to slowly, as slowly but surely, they're going to get enveloped. That's what's going to happen. Once these Thorio spears break, which is going to happen, then it's just going to be 1 unit right after the next. Massilia actually is some of his Thorio spears. 123 kills. Not bad. Not bad at all. Then we got the Epeius Lancers coming out. They're up to 25 kills. If I were them, I would go for this gen unit over here. Egypt is done for. They got nothing left. So just go for Arvachi's general unit, which he's going for. What are they doing? Like, you took the time to knock down these walls, and then, I mean, they probably could have done pretty okay. I mean, they're just hoplites, right? They're not the greatest, but they ain't the worst either. Yeah, I don't know what. Look, oh, he's really just trying his damn. But Athens has caught him. Athens caught him, I think. So his units are gonna climb up here, but I think they're gonna end up getting like glitched out. Man, fucking Arvachi, dude. 5 minutes left. Game of Spears up against Thorio Spears. This is basically, I want, oh, can I get this, Mom? And she says, no, we have this at home. Is what this matchup is right now. And there you go. You see the end result there. Thracian Warriors were in the mix too. They got 106 kills, not bad. You know what? I would, at this point, I would get a unit up on these walls, trot them down over here, and then have them come back. This is smart though. He's cycle charging out his Thracian Warriors. Yep, pull these guys out. If you're lucky, the attack order will be called on the Game of Spears and they'll run after, but that's not happening. Thracian Warriors going against the Royal Peltasts. come on. Just charge into the back of him over here. I don't know what Arvachi's trying to do, but it ain't gonna... It's not paying off. Where's his slingers? They fucking... They ran away. I don't even think they got shot at. They just ran away.
Advance at speed.
Egypt fully committing over here. The rest of his troops, but they're just gonna get shot down. Get the Peltists in here now. Yeah, this is over for Egypt. They are done. Sicilian throw spears up against Royal Thorax swords. Yeah, they're definitely going to lose. But now, full force of Macedon and Pergamon can come around and smash into the back of the Royal Thorax swords. Mercenary Thracians up to 162 kills. Very, very well played. And ooh, look at all dead bodies. My lord. Definitely doesn't compare to all the dead bodies that are back over here, though. Oh, looks like these guys managed to sneak through and got into... Oh, that's no good. Athens wasn't paying attention. They snuck right by... they're not even going to bother. They're just going to try and get to the town center. It's not going to matter, though, because he has his guys in here. At this point, he's just trying to YOLO. Come on, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Nice big old charge. Let's get from their perspective. Oh boy. Ooh. This is a full unit. And they have lost 20 guys. They're already breaking. It's just because everybody else, the rest of his allies are gone. And as soon as he breaks, the rest of his armies is going to break too. Egypt is done for. And it's just Arvaki. Minute left. I'm just going to actually fast forward this a wee bit. This was a good one, guys. Well played by the defenders. Arvachi took a huge gamble. It didn't pay off. Personally, I would have invested in some different troops rather than doing an all guerrilla warrior build. Maybe I would have went with like 5 guerrilla warriors and then the rest something else, and hid my troops in the brush and made sure that my guerrilla warriors were also hidden in the back, and then filter out your troops in this front line over here to make it seem like I'm playing you. I don't actually have troops back there, and the hopes that the defenders would have pulled troops away. But you know, it is what it is. All right, let's get into let's get into the kills here with Athens with 208 because they didn't have to do anything. I'm just you know. Mercenary, veteran hoplites, 48, 44, 11, 37, 28. I'm not really going to get into there because they didn't do anything. And it's not a slight to Andre 123 at all. He didn't really have to do anything. Eric, however, doing really well, getting 3,132 kills. His general getting 106. His Cretan's getting 188, 192, and 452. That is absolutely disgusting. His Rhodian's also doing extremely well, 348. Hoplite, 61. Mercenary Thracians, 231. Awesome. And then 83. His Pikes not having to really do anything, got 12. 178 for his other unit of Royal Peltists. Shield bearers, even though they got pretty beat up, still did really well. 144 kills. His thorax swords did pretty good across the board. It's 274, 100, 163, 126, 115. And then his Thorio spears, 61, and then 257. Wow, nice. Pergamon with 2,887 kills. General 74. Wow. Starantine Cavs did really good. 346. 111 and 135 for his 2-pick pelt test. His a game of spears, 101, 114, 86, 243. Oof, man. And they didn't really lose anybody. Nice job. 121 and 56. And then his Galatian swords, 27, 72, 163, 95, 145, 172, 335. Well done. 205. And his pikes, 135 and 46. And then who's Mr. Bubbles with 2,858 kills? His general unit, his pace lancers, 172, I'm sorry. And then 590 for his other unit. Very well done. And then his light horse, 36 and 79. Mercenary Gallic Hunters, didn't really have to do too much in this fight. 53, 76, and 16. His Peltis, 127. Well done. His hoplites, 108, 221, 171, and 28, and 84. His Thorio spears, Macedon Thorio spears, rather, 160, 207, 172, 250, or I'm sorry, his thorax swords, 258, 99, and 185. The defenders, the handicapped man, unfortunately, 724 kills. General only 19. Nothing for his onagers. His slingers got absolutely wrecked. 117, 5, and 88. His 2 other noble swords, 92 and 88. And then his guerrilla warriors, 77, 0, 58. Yeah, just low numbers all around. Again, this is a high risk, high reward type deal. It's either going to work or it's not. Cartusa, 55 with 1,117 kills. His general only 1, onager 0. Sizzle Cab didn't do very well either. 2 and 0. 48, 6, and 23 for his archers. Lyrian Levy's just, oof, man, not a good time. 1 and 1. Italian swords, 46, 74, and 14. 118, 47, 96, 166, 127, 173, and 174 for his Royal Peltists. Yala Lynx with 1,172 kills, 141 for his Royal Peltist General, 0 for his Onager, 24, 5, 29, and 10 for his Archers. Hellenic Royal Guard, 79 and 20, well, just 79 actually. His hoplites, 26, Lyrian Levies, 6, 12 for Italian swords, 55 and 46, 18 for his pikes. And then his Royal Peltis, 132, 64, 136, 97, 125, 17, and 151. And then Egypt with 1,608 kills. His general, 149. Egyptian Javelin, 14, 7, 3, and 2, 12. Not bad for his Cretans. Egyptian infantry, doing Egyptian infantry things. 46, 42, 38, 23, and 11. 152 and 85 for his Galatian Royal Guard. 97, 148, 162, and 105 for his Royal Peltest. Not bad. 84 and 152 for his Royal Thorax. And then 19 and 59 for his Thorio Spears. So, guys, that's it. This is a pretty damn good one. Absolutely ridiculousness, though, on Eric's range units. I mean, he just was covering great angles. And then, of course, these guys up against these guerrilla warriors who don't have great armor. It was just an absolute blender fest for this unit of Cretans. So, well played to Eric. That being said, this is the end of the video. And like I said before, if you like what you see, don't forget to sub to the channel, like, comment, do all that cool stuff, and join my Discord. So you can drop in your own replays if you have them, or if you want to talk about anime. I'd love to talk about anime. Or if, there's other games that you like to play, we got Diablo in there, Rooms for Diablo, Sea of Thieves, and a couple other things too. I forget at the moment. I'm drawing a blank. But that being said, this is Victor saying, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, day, whatever time frame it is, where you're at, where you're watching this. Just enjoy it. Peace out, guys.